Hi everyone, in this short video I'm going to show you how simple it is to create a 90-degree butt joint using the Lamello Clamex connector along with the Lamello Zeta P2. First stage for myself, put your materials together roughly and mark your face edges so that when I'm doing my cuts I can make sure they're always going to line up. Step 2 is to figure out the setting up of the machine. So what we'll do here is we'll swizzle it round to get to our finished angle, which in this case is 90 degree. I'm using 90mm material, so I'll use P14 and 0mm, so I don't need to put a packer plate onto the machine in order to do so. We then come to the machine and we turn the P system on all the way around to number 14 to indicate the connector we're using, and the plunge depth on this side needs to be set to max. We'll bevel the fence down and connect up our dust extractor and go ahead to make our first cuts. As I've marked my face edge, I can go ahead and make sure that my viewing window on the fence is on that same material. We'll go ahead, turn the machine on, make sure this edge is up to the edge of the timber this side. When I come to this side, this edge is in line, and we do the same on the corresponding one to make sure they line up. When we come to do the vertical cuts on the material this way, we can simply put the machine up, make sure we're lined up and go ahead and plunge. The issue with that is you could potentially get some movement there on the rocking. So in the box with your Lamello Zeta does come a secondary fence. And what we'll do, we'll pop that on there just to give us a little extra stability whilst doing the plunge cuts, and just make sure we get them nice and accurate. We'll slacken that off, slide it up, put it onto your material, push down, make sure that's all square and tighten it up. We'll then reconnect the extractor, go ahead, do one cut here and one cut here. As we'll be using the Clamex connector in this particular joint, which is a knockdown one, it does have obviously the Allen key access hole in order to connect it. One thing to think about when doing your Clamex is where you're going to want that access hole to be. So if this was a carcass, if the outside isn't visible, maybe you'd want the hole on the outside, or if it's going to be hidden on the inside or the outside is visible, maybe you put your access hole on the inside. Bearing in mind, I'm going to pop mine on the outside of here. The Clamex does come with a drill jig, so depending on where you want your hole, you angle this silver part into it, slot that in and push down, so that's nice and flush there. Give it a bit of a tighten up and you go ahead and drill your hole. Now the drill does come with the drill jig in the box with the Zeta along with a little depth stop. Drill through until you feel no resistance. That means you're into the cutout you've created. It's in, make sure you're lined up, drill your second hole. And that's your access holes created then. The Clamex connectors do only have an access hole on one side. We get asked quite often why that is. Reason being, if the hole's all the way through and you put it in either way, you'd never know which way to turn it to tighten it. This way, you will always know clockwise will tighten, anti-clockwise will loosen. So we'll go ahead and slide that in so that the access hole will then line up. And we'll pop the female connectors into this part here. You can use a standard Allen key with it. Wouldn't recommend a ball end due to the amount of Allen key that needs to go into the connector. Pretty standard. Or you can get the Lamello Clamex Flexi tool. Not only is it flexible, it does actually act as a bit of a torque wrench, so it stops you from being able to over tighten it. As you turn it, the spring will eventually get so tight and then start to just flex, so you can't over tighten and destroy the connector. We'll pop these together here, get them lined up, and we'll go ahead and tighten. And no matter how hard I twist that, I can't over tighten it. And there you have it, one Clamex joint, perfectly flush, super strong. So there we have it. Hope this has helped you create a 90-degree butt joint using the Lamello Clamex. Super simple, super strong. Be sure to like and follow our YouTube page to keep up to date with future videos. Thanks for watching.